I'll do my best. The theme for the second half today is innovation. Innovation in three areas is the topic. One is on the policy, second on the processes, and the third one is on the technology. So I chose the technology piece, and we're going to talk about cloud computing and how we can adopt this technology for healthcare. I know that some of you are from the IT industry, and this is a buzzword today in the industry. As Gartner puts it, I think every new technology goes through a hype cycle, and post the hype cycle comes the adoption. So I think this as a technology, as a strategy, has been adopted by other verticals. And being in healthcare, I think we always wait for the technology to stabilize and then adopt. The two reasons for is, I think, one, whatever we do in healthcare touches the human life. So we are little careful in terms of adopting new technologies, and we have a lot of regulations in some of the countries which actually put some kind of hurdles in terms of adopting technologies. So we'll quickly go into cloud. I know that we're running late. We'll talk about some background on what this cloud computing is all about. Some of you who are from the IT industry can, probably this is a repetition for you. How can we use cloud computing in healthcare? What are some of the applications we can look at? And how can cloud computing as an infrastructure and as a technology change how we deliver healthcare in India? Basically, cloud as a concept, if you look at the Wikipedia definition, talks about enabling applications using a common infrastructure, using the internet as a medium. You can use all the resources which do not belong to you. These are pooled resources, be it networks, be it the computer hardware servers, the storage, any application like your HIS application or a PACS application, or any services, be it a testing service which can be remotely done. Cloud is, as a model is available in multiple ways. I think it's got 5 essential characteristics. There are three service delivery models and 4 deployment models. We'll look at that. I'll not explain each one of them, they are self-explanatory. The characteristics which we are talking about, which are essential in cloud, is it's a measured service, rapid elasticity. The greatest advantage of cloud is as you scale, you don't have to worry about infrastructure. Infrastructure will automatically scale. There is an elasticity. When you scale down, it can scale down. When you scale up, it can scale up. It's on-demand service. Good part of it is that as you scale your operations, you can open the tabs. An application like an HIS, for example, there are so many modules in HIS, right? From registration to the clinical modules to the billing to the discharge. I think as you scale your operations, you can start using these modules and then scale your operations. Resource pooling, very interesting concept. I think I'll take some time in the following slides to explain what this is all about. As a service model, from an application perspective, there's a term called as SaaS, which is used, software as a service. Then the second one is very popular, which is platform as a service, and the third one is infrastructure as a service. Irrespective of you owning the infrastructure, you can always scale up the infrastructure using the pooled resources on the cloud. Deployment models, unfortunately, though the definition says that there are 4 of them, which is public, private, hybrid, which is a combination of public and private and community. One of the things which we in healthcare in India can do is not go down the US route of not sharing the medical records. And if we can evolve something which can be on the cloud, where we can store our information, if we can forget for a while about security and privacy of the information, if it can help the patient when it is required, I think this is a great technology for it. I think US is struggling. In fact, if you ask me what is Obama is trying to bribe the providers to get to the EMR bandwagon. After so many years of technology being the leaders, US being the leaders in technology, they're struggling to get the medical records in one place and use it when required. It's a very, very sorry state of affairs in US. So much of administrative overheads in terms of HIPAA, privacy, security, but for a patient, when the information is required, it's not available. So I think technology is of no use when it cannot save a patient's life when it is required. So I think we can probably not go through some of the administrative hassles which are there in US today, but can adopt to something which is a lot more interesting for us, which can help us in improving our quality of care. Just some definitions. I'll quickly skip this. It's all available. This is the Wikipedia definition. Software as a service is basically an application. The good part of it is you pay as you use. So unlike the traditional models where you buy the software license, where there's a capital involved, this pay-per-use model will be an ops model where you pay as you use. Similarly, there's a platform which can be used in the cloud computing, which is called as platform as a service. Again, it's a collaborative way of utilizing some of the platforms which are available on the cloud. Similarly, infrastructure, this is the most important piece of the entire cloud computing. Most of us spend a lot of money in trying to invest in infrastructure, be it computer hardware, software, whatever it is. And every year you know that there are upgrades which come. There is absoluteness in terms of hardware. So what this does as a technology for us, the cloud computing, for a user which is a hospital, it takes your pressure out in terms of technology adoption, in terms of upgrades, in terms of latest use of hardware and software. It will be the headache of the provider who is providing the application as a SaaS using the infrastructure as a service. Just a simple comparison versus how why SaaS is becoming a lot more popular. I think moving forward, I'm just focusing on SaaS. And if you look at from a deployment perspective, if you look at the traditional model, which is it's an installed one, you host the application in your own environment, whereas in SaaS, it is hosted by some provider for you. Second, as I said, it's on-premise. The location will be in your premise, whereas on the cloud, you use the infrastructure which is already available through the internet platform. Pricing, this is the big plus from a SaaS perspective. Just imagine the kind of cost which the hospitals go through when they have to build a new hospital. So it's a good way of moving from a CapEx to OpEx. So it's a very interesting value prop there. The fourth one is the most important thing is the upgrades and the cycle time it takes for you to adopt an application. For example, if you buy a license of a software, of an HIS software, there are hospitals who have taken anywhere between 6 months to 2 years to implement an HIS. So you don't have to go through that processes. Yes, you do compromise on some of your workflows, but the value it gives at the end of the day, even though the workflows are standardized for you, you will not be able to modify those workflows in a SaaS model. But the kind of advantages and the kind of OpEx model it gives you, it probably overtakes all the disadvantages this particular model has got. Pros, as I said, it's very cash friendly. You don't have to invest anything upfront. Upgrades are included. You don't have to worry about whether I need to upgrade to the new software version or whatever it is. Yes, there are some disadvantages of the model because in the long run probably you spend more money. But instead of just taking a cost to cost, if you look at a loaded cost, for example, for hospitals, I know that it's very difficult to attract the IT talent. The cost you incur in terms of infrastructure, building the data centers, building the IT resources, building the competency, training people. So if you add everything as a holistically as a loaded cost on the application, probably cost is not a big disadvantage here. Huge price bumps. Basically a lot of people when I talk about SaaS, what they say is, it's a good model to start with, but look, when we start in hospital with 50 bed, but down the line we are building a 500 bedded hospital. I think it's a great thing. You are upgrading yourself, your infrastructure. You can always go away from a SaaS model to installed model if you want. You can say that now the application I'm using is not enough for me. I need to customize my workflows. You can always move away from SaaS to an installed model. Various offerings which are available on the cloud. I'll give you some examples. Testing can be done remotely as a service. Governance as a service. Application as a service. Process as a service. And information as a service. Database as a service. Storage as a service and infrastructure as a service. I think everything now is moving on to the cloud. In fact, to such an extent that Microsoft is now saying that don't you use your Word applications or any of those Microsoft Office applications on a SaaS model rather than buying the license. Some of the successful applications outside the healthcare, Salesforce.com, extremely successful. All of you use Gmail, completely hosted on the cloud. And 3 Tera Cloudware is a hardware company. This is an infrastructure as a service company. So this is not new as a technology. So the point I'm trying to make here is that it has already arrived, and it's a high time healthcare as an industry we are adopt.